One of my favorite products here at Home Shims is our 680W logging wireless gauge from Additel. I had to explain to a customer on the phone yesterday how the couple of modes of operation, and I realized that the manual is not very intuitive on this point. So I thought I'd make a quick video for him specifically, but also for others who might want to know. Now this gauge has wireless and it has logging. So it's absolutely brilliant for working in the field, doing things like pipe tests, etc., where one can save doing a clipboard and pen. So depending on the knowledge that your staff have or how technical they are, one can operate in a couple of different modes. One can have it start logging instantly on power on and start sending out the radio signal instantly on power on. And that's good, especially for folk who are less technical and don't want to have to think about the menu system, or one can turn it on at the required time. If you choose the former, that is, it starts logging instantly on record, on power up, one can just use the date and time stamp to make sure you're measuring out the test. So let's go to the logging menu. Now, these buttons all have two functions. See at the bottom here, we have the cog wheel, which has become with cell phones the default standard for setup. If I long press on this, we get into the menu function, and then I can use the arrow key to step up through. So if I step up through calibration, the temperature, through logging, we see that logging is currently off. And if I use this button to select that function, we have the options for the capacity of the gauge, for number of functions, number 5, for example, being what we want, but we'll just go through them. The logging interval, delete the data manually, to send the data manually. But number 5 is CT. I don't know what CT stands for. I'll try and work that out for you. But basically, CT tells us in mode 1 that on turn on, it will start logging immediately. If we select it and go mode 0, this will tell us that the gauge will not start logging immediately on power on. So you can choose what works for you best, and once you've selected that, it's simply a matter of stepping out into the main menu, and we now know that on power on, this gauge will immediately begin logging.